Greeting to all. Today, from Pedagogy of English at primary level, we will discuss about advantages and disadvantages or merits and demerits of communicative approach. So, in that, now we will discuss about what are the merits of the communicative approach. First one, the approach encourages pair work and group work. As such, by interacting in pairs and in small groups, learners gain confidence and do better each time whenever they are going to get a task. Next, second one, as it is a peer group activity, the learners do not feel inhibited. They are also not inhibited by grammatical rules and principles. Why means they can use the language as they like, as such they get more and better practice in using the language. Why means when students are going to get number of opportunities to use language by them in whatever way, then that is very useful for the learners to get practice and also fluence in the language. Next one, it enables the learners in course of time acquire fluency, accuracy and appropriateness of language usage. In language, what is going to play an important role? Fluency and accuracy are going to play an important role. So when you have a fluency, so when you have an accuracy, you can able to communicate with the surrounding people in effective manner. So for the purpose of getting fluency and accuracy, what is going to play an important role? Communicative approach is very useful and communicative approach is going to play an important role. Next, while doing the task, the learners learn to cooperate with each other. Cooperation in language learning is a great motivating factor. Each individual learns, sheds his or shyness and exhibits his her individuality in using the language. In learning a language among the learners, when cooperation is there, so that learners can able to complete the task in a group manner, in an accurate manner, in easy manner. So when student is going to involve in learning with other group members, then automatically, so those learners are going to shed his or shyness. Shyness means what? When some students are not able to get interest to participate in the group. So when you are going to get practice of doing task again and again, when that student is going to get number of opportunities to participate in group activity, then automatically, so that activity is going to shed the shyness and that student will try to exhibit his ability in effective manner in use of the language. Next one, as the approach is task centered, the learners are made to shed their lethargy and encouraged to participate actively in the task. So in communicative approach, what is going to play an important role? Task means that task centered learning is going to take place when you are going to use communicative approach inside the classroom. So when task is there is no possibility of lethargy. Lethargy means what? Laziness. So when you are in activity, then automatically motivation will be there. You are going to get interest towards participating in that task or activity. Then so that a task is very useful to develop communicative skills among children, especially in English language. So these all are the merits of the communicative approach. Now we will discuss about demerits or disadvantages of communicative approach. In that, first one, the one who has to practice the approach needs a lot of professional training. Means that without having professional training as a teacher, you cannot able to communicative approach in the classroom. So that's why what is compulsory? Professional training to use a communicative approach. So that facility is not available, is not possible to the teacher. So here he is required to have organizational abilities. He has to play different roles like organizer, supervisor, controller, and even that of a participant. So our teachers at large do not possess such professional training, nor are they interested in professional growth. In India, when you want to use communicative approach, what is compulsory? We should know how to use that approach inside the classroom. Means that you should get the practice of the use of the communicative approach. For that purpose, what is compulsory? Professional growth. For professional growth, what is compulsory? Professional training is compulsory. But in India, teachers are not going to have interest in getting professional training. So that's why this approach is not useful in Indian classroom. Next, second one, to make the communicative approach successful in the classroom, the teacher must possess lot of proficiency in the target language. Such teachers are rarely found in our country. Means that if you want to use communicative approach, what is compulsory? Lot of proficiency in the target language. But the problem is in India, so those such type of teachers are not going to get in India. Next, third one, this approach doesn't offer the teacher the security of the textbook. While practicing the traditional methods and approaches, it is enough if the teacher follows the prescribed textbook. But in communicative approach, while practicing the communicative approach, the teacher must be inventive and creative. He has to design new learning situations suitable to the standards of the learners. Next one, evaluating students' performance in a communicative class is rather difficult. Why? Means in communicative approach, when you are going to use communicative approach inside the classroom, so it is difficult for a teacher to assess the performance of the students. Next one, the mother tongue is not totally banned from the communicative class. When the pupil are allowed to use their mother tongue while communicating, there will be no genuine desire to talk in English. As such, the learners rely more on their mother tongue. In such case, the approach will be a failure. Why? Means in communicative approach, so students are going to allow to use mother tongue. When students are allowed to use a mother tongue, then automatically students are going to divert from target language into mother tongue. So in that situation, students are always ready to speak in mother tongue itself only. Next, the overcrowded classrooms in our schools make it very difficult to organize pair work and group work. They can be organized successfully only if the strength of the classroom is limited and the teacher-pupil ratio is ideal. In India, especially in government schools, both in a government schools and also private schools, what will be there? Overcrowded classrooms will be there. So in overcrowded classroom, for the teacher, it is difficult to organize pair work and group work where number of students are limited, the ratio of the teacher and pupil is ideal, so there only as a teacher you can use pair work and group work actively. And the last one, very rarely we come across a teacher who is really interested and competent in organizing a communicative class. Average teachers with limited language skills cannot make this approach a success. For example, already you know that we have 4 language skills. So if average teacher wants to use a communicative approach with less knowledge of communicative approach and also language skills, he will not able to teach effectively inside the classroom. So these all are the demerits of the communicative approach. Even though in communicative approach merits and demerits are there, still this approach is very useful to teach communicative skills among people in effective manner. So this is the end of the communicative approach. Thank you.